Yeah, I raised the conifer. Yeah.
How are we doing?
Oh, that was a good one, man. That was good. I like that one. Yeah, that's good. They got a show of that, right?
Yeah, I think it's coming back now.
I haven't seen that. I don't. But we live out in the country. Our streaming.
Yeah, I got that one done. I've made 2 documentaries. I kind of switched over to historical documentary. And we just finished one in March. And it's really good. In fact, you should come over and take a picture of the link.
Get in there. Oh, it just barely fits in your taxi bag. Thanks for coming by, man. You took the last. You took. I need to put it on.
My name is Darren Simon. I'm one of the local authors here at this event today, and I organized the event. The way this came about was I was really looking for a way not only to promote my own work, but to promote the work of as many authors as possible from here in the Imperial Valley, because there's so many of us doing all different kinds of writing, and the community should have a chance to see what these authors are doing. So it was really just an event to bring as many authors as possible together and to have them share their work with the community, and hopefully the community could find some great reads for the summer. And this is a first step. We'll hope to do it again in December and possibly turn this into an annual Imperial Valley Book Fair and just keep making it bigger and better each year.
I need your help.
I'm sure they still do that, but there are a lot of
So dedicated to your primo?
Yeah, true. Yeah. He was a Vietnam vet, and the story isn't about him. It's about a Vietnam vet that during the '60s, and it takes place in a place like the Imperial County. And he comes back and he has PTSD, and he's charged with murder. So it's sort of a mystery, but it's also about growing up in the '60s. The narrator is his brother, a 12-year-old kid. I grew up in the '60s, and it's sort of nostalgic. Talks a lot about the '60s, the culture, the music, the movies, but at the same time, his brother was being accused of murder, and it's a mystery about who killed this person and why. But the main character, who's a Green Beret, is the one that's accused. So that's about it. And it took a long time to write it. I did it off and on, and so I'm very proud of it.
And that's when they put the freeway through in Mexico, because there always used to be a 2-lane road. So it changed so many things at one time in the town of Hakume.
So how long did it take you to write that?
6 years.
Of course, you were doing it part-time, too.
I had cancer for 2 years.
That was during your...
It took me 3 years to get cancer, get treated, and recover.
So that was when the writing...
Yeah. So it took me 3 years. So I'm Brian McNeese. I grew up in El Centro, and I was fascinated forever with stories of our area, especially the fact that we're an international community. And so I went to a lot of trouble to learn Spanish. And so I used to visit a friend of mine who lived in Jacumba. He lived right on the fence. And so I got to know him, and he was an older guy, conservative. But he said all the time immigrants would pass through his yard, and they never bothered him. Every once in a while they would use a hose to wash their hands, but these immigrants never bothered him. And so I really got interested in that, and I wrote this novel, and he is a character in my novel. It's called Crossings, and it's about the situation in 1994, 1995, right on the border between Jacumba in the United States and Hakume in Baja California. So it's a political romance. It talks about all the politics of that time period, but also has a love interest between my Aurelio. Aurelio is my protagonist, and then Kristen, who's a female.
And I didn't grow up reading poetry, so...
Where's your stuff? Is it on Amazon? Okay, so we can look there too.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie Samaripa. This is my book, Happy Endings. This is the second book I wrote, and this book is really, really important to me because it's very therapeutic during the writing process, as opposed to my first book where it was just things that I thought I was cute about writing, and it's really cute. But this is just really more of a dark side of myself, and it actually starts a really good quote from Pink Floyd. I don't know if you want to zoom into that. And that's pretty much the theme of the book. I'm showing people the dark side of myself. And a lot of it is really nice, but a lot of it is really scary and dark.